Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, therefore I apologise in advance if I stumble over my words going forwards, and indeed if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well. If there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it cannot be helped, and hopefully it isn't too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2021 related video here on my channel, and today, being Sunday the 9th of May, has seen more countries, more acts rehearse on that stage, that fabulous stage, at the Ahoy in Rotterdam in the Netherlands, preparing for the first semi-final of this year's upcoming Eurovision Song Contest, which is just over 2 weeks away. Yesterday we had the first half of the first semi-final. All of those nations rehearsed for the first time, and I think we had some solid rehearsals, definitely. Nothing truly outstanding, but then again, online we're only getting about 30-35 seconds worth of footage, so there's really not a whole lot to go on. But yeah, a lot of the performances seem to be pretty decent. Today we've had the rest of the semi-final one participants take to the stage. As I'm recording this Malta's rehearsal, Malta closing semi-final one of course, Destiny's rehearsal footage was only uploaded about 10 minutes ago. So I'm going to get straight into this with my thoughts. I am not a professional journalist, I said that yesterday, so this is going to be another 10-minute long ramble, pretty much. But let me know your thoughts as well, and as always, links in the description to my other social media pages. Now, if there is any lag, it's because I'm sort of going back through the videos on the official Eurovision YouTube channel. So anyway, Cyprus was first today. This was El Diablo. Elena looking fantastic in a sort of shimmery silver outfit. On stage, she's got 4 dancers wearing tight red outfits. And what gives this performance a bit more of an edge is that behind her is a big mirror. So we can see the reflections of everybody, and it just gives this almost sort of illusion effect, which I think is really nice. And like I said, gives this performance a little bit more memorability, if you see what I mean. I'm just going to watch a bit of it back here. They've gone for a red and white colour scheme. Yeah, it's quite slick. And she looks fabulous. Yeah. Camera just panning round there. I'm sure there's more to it, but like I said earlier, we're only getting about 35 seconds worth of footage here. If you're actually there at the Ahoy, then obviously you'll have a much better idea as to how the whole thing might come together. For now, though, there's very little to fault. It was a solid run-through. So that's Cyprus. Next up's Norway, and I have to say, right off the bat, that I think this was perhaps the most disappointing, well, maybe disappointing is not the right word. Certainly for me, one of the more forgettable rehearsals, perhaps of any nation in this first semi-final. I'm going to write these down as I go. I don't think I need to watch the Norwegian rehearsal back. This is Fallen Angel by Tix, huge star in his homeland. This is just an extension of what we had at Melodi Grand Prix a few months ago. So he's got that sort of silver outfit and the wings on his back. He's got a couple of other people around him in black outfits with the chains. There's flames going across the edge of the stage as well. This was all right. It just fell a bit flat for me. I don't mind the song, but watching it earlier, it says 5 hours ago here, I didn't see anything about this that made me think people were going to go really big for it. And the juries too. I do think there'll be more public love for this. But I do wonder whether Norway's a qualifier. Then again, it's just the first rehearsal. Let's not get carried away. I just wasn't blown away at all. Perhaps it was underwhelming because I'd seen his performance in the national final, and we all knew that we were going to get something fairly similar. Whereas neutrals, watching this for the first time, listening to this for the first time on that Tuesday night, maybe they'll be a lot more impressed than a lot of Eurovision fans. I don't know. Now, next up, Croatia. This is TikTok by Albina, and I have to say this was really very good. I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't mind the song anyway. I have a feeling I'm going to like the song a lot more after seeing it in the first semi-final. I also think this is in a much healthier position now to qualify. Yeah, Albina, silver outfits again seems to be a theme this year. Anyway, Albina looked like she was having an absolute blast on stage. We've got sort of flashing lights, yes, but there seems to be, I think that's the semi-transparent LED behind her that's come down and moved behind this little podium that Albina's on, along with a couple of male dancers. The choreography's looking pretty much on the money, which is nice. They've gone for this modern, but also 80s look. I read on one website, it might have been Wee Wee Blogs, I don't know, where it said that she was looking like some sort of metallic, futuristic superhero. I can sort of see where they're going with that. Yeah, she's got a smile on her face. We've got some of the lyrics on the screen behind her. It's quite energetic, it's quite vibrant. I'd like it to be a little bit more colourful. At the moment we've only really got blue and pink as the main colours. But she sounds good. I'm expecting really nifty camera work as well. I don't need to see any more of that. I thought it was really impressive. Well done, Croatia. Put yourself in a much better position to qualify. Then we have Belgium. This is Hooverphonic with The Wrong Place. Vastly experienced group. They have gone down the artistic route once again. This is very moody, very atmospheric. It's a very intimate type performance, and they're really going to need to get that intimacy across on the night through the camera angles, everything coming together really well. On the backdrop we have, I believe it's the lead singer's eyes, just sort of gazing at you, and it feels as though there's going to be a lot of close-up camera work, if you see what I mean. Really, there's not much else to say about this. Black outfits, very chilled out, atmospheric, like I said. Not bad, but I really wonder if this is going to stand out from the field. I'm looking at the list here. Israel's up next. We've had Azerbaijan, Croatia before Belgium. Where are those points going to come from? I think the juries will appreciate this, but the public points will be hard to come by. I'm just getting that feeling. So yeah, very dark, maybe too dark, but you can't fault the vocals there. Very nicely done. Then we have Israel. Now I thought this was top notch too. Aiden Elena, of course, with Set Me Free. She's joined by a bunch of male dancers. I'm just going to watch some of this back once we get past the advert. Lovely. Now, yeah, they're all sort of wearing... Now, I believe there is a costume change, which I don't know too much about. But in this clip, Aiden is wearing a rather short... I don't know whether it's a dress or not. It's sort of like a jacket almost. It's black and white, looks fantastic. She's got the braids in her hair. And we know that she can really... excuse me. She can really sing and she can bring that energy. We've got that semi-transparent LED again. Again, blue and purple lighting. I'd change that because it's a little bit similar to what we had with Croatia. So just change the colour scheme a bit, make it even more stand out. But anyway, there's some choreography. She's on the runway here. Apparently, she hit that high whistle note every time. She had 4 run-throughs, apparently. And every time, she was bang on the money. Yeah. It's fun. And she looks great. Having an absolute ball on stage. This is a qualifier. I'm very much leaning towards this being a fairly safe qualifier. In some online polls that I've seen, Israel's fared much better than I expected, including the Euro jury, which is this big online vote that concluded recently. But yes, Israel, very nicely done. It's got just the right amount of sass. Yeah. I don't know. I think there needs to be that explosive moment. Maybe that's going to come with some pyros when she hits that whistle note. But on the whole, I'm impressed. Job well done. Moving on. Only a few more now. Romania next. Ouch. Now this was the disappointment of the day, it has to be said. Roxanne with Amnesia. They're trying to recreate the music video on stage. It's not quite working yet. And I think one of the big issues here, maybe it was nerves, I don't know. Roxanne just did not sound that good. If you're trying to sort of dash about the stage, obviously your voice is going to be a little bit all over the shop at certain points. But she sounded a little bit breathless. She sounded a little bit nervous. To me, it didn't seem as though she was moving comfortably around the stage either. But we only saw about 30 seconds worth of footage. This will get better. She was wearing a rather baggy outfit. Whether that stays for the semi-final or not, I don't know. It was this sort of green hoodie. Anyway, I'm just going to watch this back after getting through the advert. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. More likes than dislikes on the YouTube channel, it's fair to say. Where are we? Here we go. Yeah, I can't imagine she'll be wearing that for the semi-final. It's a very casual outfit. But yeah, she's got dancers. We've got a sort of smoky red effect on the backdrop. Not a whole lot going on behind her. It's very much about the choreography here and the story that she's trying to tell. I just think it might need to come across a lot better. She's being sort of whisked around there, if that's the right term to use. You know what I mean. You'll have seen the rehearsal. Not bad, but not brilliant. And I think Romania definitely need to up their game next time. We're not going to criticise the vocals too much because remember 2017 with Belgium, with Blanche. Oh my word, she's not going to qualify, and then she finished 4th in the final. So the vocals being shaky here matters little, I think. I don't know. I don't know. There needs to be a lot of work. Same with Ireland yesterday. There needs to be a lot of work done. Now, Azerbaijan, I'm going to write Romania down here. Azerbaijan was fine. Again, though, maybe it left me a little underwhelmed. Effendi is in this black outfit. She's got dancers, 4 dancers, black outfits too. On the backdrop, we sort of have this glassy, flowery effect. That's the best way I can describe it. Purple again. Every year we seem to have this, where we have a whole bunch of countries, one after the other it seems, with the same sort of colour scheme. Really drives me nuts. We need different colours. Maybe we'll get them as this performance wears on. I mean, we're only seeing a little bit here. But anyway, a glassy, flowery effect is the best way that I can describe this. Vocally, really good. Although, watching this for the first time, I thought that she was just relying on the backing vocals a bit too much, if you see what I mean. Not a whole lot of energy either. But apparently, when we get to that frantic final 30 seconds or so, it really does come across well. That's what I've heard. Yeah, and I like this sort of smoky light green effect, light blue effect. That's really good. It's quite sensual, but it's not quite there yet. That's why it's a first rehearsal. You work these things out. Really not a bad job, though, from Azerbaijan. Can't complain. That there, where they're all sort of leaning on each other, very Dua Lipa. But not a bad thing. Not bad. I'm just repeating myself here. Ukraine's next. Well, this was all over the place, but in a pretty good way. Apologies if you can hear my neighbour's dog barking. I can't stand it. So anyway. Oh, another advert. What joy. This is Shum by Go A. I thought this was good. No doubt about it. I thought this was one of the better rehearsals of the day. This does have the potential to be very, very messy, but it might just work. I don't think we're going to have a situation like in 2017 with Latvia in the first semi-final, where that was really messy and nobody really gave out any points at all. I think this will get some love, particularly from the public. So on stage, we've got these sort of tree-like structures. The lead singer has a sort of green feathery outfit, couple of dancers holding what appears to be sort of light up frisbees almost, and on the backdrop It's this sort of disco-y, futuristic effect which shows people running, which does sort of fit in with the frantic nature of the track. It's like some sort of Ukrainian rave. Da 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 da. Oh yeah, really not bad. I wonder how it looks in a sort of wide shot. Maybe there's photos on the Eurovision website. One of the guys is on a little podium. It's a lot to take in, but I think it will all come together quite well. I'm going to put Ukraine up here because it was one of the better rehearsals of the day. Certainly visually arresting. And I'm really glad, because you need a song in every semi-final that's like this, that is a little bit mad in a good way, and a little bit frantic, and a little bit all over the place. This is going to stand out so much, no doubt about it. And that leaves Malta. My word, what a rambling video this has been. Malta, I won't say much. Am I underwhelmed by it? Maybe a tiny, tiny amount. Destiny can really sing. I think that she was holding back a little bit. Fair enough. She's in a pink outfit, as are her dancers. I'm not a fan of the pink, but that is a really minor thing to mention. She's going to nail the high vocals, absolutely. It's a very confident, sassy, sexy performance. On the backdrop, we have sort of pulsating pink and red lights. It reminded me a lot of Benjamin Ingrosso for Sweden a couple of years ago, in his sort of podium that he had on stage, and the way that that lit up. We need to see more of this. We will when the second rehearsals come around. Very little to fault, though, with Malta. Pretty good overall. I don't know. I just felt as though we needed something more happening on the backdrop. On stage, we've got choreography, and that's looking pretty slick. But aesthetically, behind all of that, we need something a bit extra. Maybe we get it. Maybe we don't. I don't know. I haven't seen the whole thing. None of us have. So I'm going to put Malta here. So that's it. Every single act from semi-final 1 has now rehearsed. My word, I do apologise if the quality wasn't that great. I think the best rehearsal of the day for me, Croatia. Biggest disappointment of the day, Romania. Biggest surprise of the day, maybe Croatia, maybe Israel. That's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think down below. In terms of the whole of the first semi-final, I think the best rehearsal, it's very difficult to say. Loads of, I mean, look at this. Russia is wiping the floor with everybody else in terms of views. A lot of people would say Russian Woman by Manisha. And that was a very solid rehearsal. I think Lithuania was very good. I think Croatia was good. I think Cyprus was good. I think Israel was good. I think Ukraine was good. I think Malta was good. So there's quite a few. I'm not sure there was one specific winner, in my opinion. Biggest disappointment has to be Romania, I'm afraid. And then from yesterday, maybe North Macedonia. We're still not sure at all what we're going to get from Australia. But we'll find out before too long. Tomorrow, it's a new start with the semi-final 2 participants. So we're going to get Iceland. Are they rehearsing tomorrow? San Marino without Flowrider, unless he miraculously pops up from somewhere. Austria are rehearsing, aren't they? Yeah, a whole bunch of countries. I can't remember all of them. But there'll be another video, all being well, tomorrow evening. Let me know your thoughts. Apologies for rambling and if the quality was a bit dodgy. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Hopefully my voice will improve as well. Bye for now. Take care.